Welcome to the Ben Stash Show. I'm your host, Ben Stash. We come back with another exciting episode. And before we can go, we're dealing with street hustlers. Street hustling in South Africa has put bread on the table for many families. And many families, some have been to varsity through street hustling. And in South Africa, there's no legend in street hustling than our very own DJ Boo. What I have in front of me is Mofaya. I've got three brands. We've got the orange ting, the original, which is my favorite, is what I've been taking all along. Now I have seen that Mofaya has expanded with dry lemza. There's also dry lemza. I'm going to try the orange ting and see how it tastes. So let's go for this orange ting and get the taste. It's beautiful. It's so refreshing. It has got the ting, as the label says, orange ting. And go get it. Who are we without street hustling? I think this is one profession that is undermined and undocumented. Street hustling, so many families and many homes thrive through this profession. And today I'm with my friend Thabo, whom I met recently. In fact, it's not even that recent. Now we've known each other for quite some time.
Yeah.
And Thabo is a street hustler. He's a photographer. When you know Maboneng, there's a place called Jewel City. That is where he's found, but he's not only limited to that area. He also performs his profession elsewhere. I've seen him taking pictures on events like graduation and stuff. But let us get to know Thabo as we appreciate street hustlers. Thabo, how are you? And thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me here on the show today. I'm okay.
Yes, and please tell us, Thabo, exactly where do you come from around South Africa? What language you speak?
I'm from Limpopo, in an area called Elim. It's in Makatu area, Makatu municipality.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's currently in Venda. I'm Venda.
Yeah.
So I came here in Jersey just to hustle.
Just to hustle.
Just to hustle.
And that is why you are the perfect candidate for this show, Street Hustlers.
Yeah.
And when you say Makatu, which part in Makatu exactly? I've been to Makatu.
Yeah, there's Makatu, there's Chikota. That's where most people come from, like our grannies.
Okay.
They're from Chikota area.
All
Before
right.
they were moved due to apartheid areas, they were separated.
Okay.
But all people from Makatu, they're from Chikota area. And then that's where they were moved to Mashamba,
Yes.
Elim.
Yeah.
What's this? Other places. There's so many places.
Okay.
Yeah, but then, and I'm from, what's this? Vleefontein. That's where we were moved to, Vleefontein.
Okay.
Not far from Elim.
Is it? I have been, in fact, recently, I drove with Mzamo Kabashe, a friend of mine, to Mkondeni Mashamba.
Mashamba, yes. In
Yeah.
Mashamba, there's so many areas.
Yeah, Mkondeni Mashamba. And I overheard that there's another Mkondeni in Thohoyandou.
In Thohoyandou, yes.
Yeah, in Thohoyandou.
Yes.
And it was not the first time I've been there. I've been to Mkondeni Mashamba, I've been to Elim, I've been to Louis Trichardt several times because I was living with the Munyayi family.
Oh.
And sadly, the mother passed on.
Aish.
And I had to go pay my last tribute because, you know, they have actually adopted me as their own. When I came to Joburg, you know, when you come to Joburg is a very rough place. So I came here and I stayed in different places. I remember even right here in this place called Maboneng. We were once evicted.
Imagine.
By Amaret ants and stuff like that. Then life introduced me to the Mnyai family. They were owning a house in Fairview, and I happened to stay with them in the same house. And the mother, and they gave me an opportunity to start my own business where I was typing CVs for the GP's Town community. And from there, I applied for a landline with Telkom. And I started a casting agency, which was a stash casting. And I was supplying extras, beat parts, and I've done quite a lot on the television industry. So please tell us, from school, right? What would you say about your upbringing, schooling, and how did you land in Joburg and doing what you do?
It's cool, like in tertiary, like college. I did fashion designing.
Oh my God.
I'm a designer.
Oh
stylist.
my God. Listen, how come I never knew you that you are a fashion designer? Because my previous guest on another episode, they are fashion designers.
I just stopped designing, but I'm more focused on styling now.
You are more focused on styling
than designing.
Okay, what is the difference between styling and designing? And I can tell you are outstanding in the manner that you present yourself, your dress code and stuff. And I know that, you go vintage, but please do tell us more.
Yes, as for the vintage part, yes, I'm more and just strictly vintage. Because it's like these days, people are onto fashion, what's trending.
Yeah.
I don't do trends.
You don't do trends?
No, I don't do trends.
Yes.
I only strictly just focus on vintage because it's antique. Like you see as a shirt that I'm wearing.
Yes.
It's like so many years old. Even the material of it, like you can't find it now.
It's a gem.
It's a gem.
It's a gem. Like in a sense,
like
you telling me, yes, in a sense, you telling me that you don't go for your usual and casual outfit.
I don't do casual.
I don't do tracksuits. Strictly vintage. You don't do tracksuits.
I don't do tracksuits.
But I also know that, you love showing a bit of flesh.
Yes.
Shirtless.
I'm more of shirtless. Yeah. As you asked about designing and styling.
Yeah.
Designing is starting from scratch.
Okay.
Like you bring your idea. Someone can bring you an idea. I want this shirt like this. I want the buttons like this. As you dress like that, someone could just bring what's this? A blazer. Yeah. I want this pattern. I want the buttons like this.
Yeah.
That's design. And styling is just a matter of just putting clothes, colors together, putting this and this. Because people they don't know how to match.
Or they don't know how to mix and match.
The colors.
The colors.
And what not to wear, what to wear with what.
Okay.
You get it? They just put on. And to be honest, colors matters. Clothes matters. Like dressing, what's this? The outfit that you're wearing, it also determines your mood, your kind of personality.
All right.
Like dressing up, it really tells a story. It tells you.
In other words, you're telling me you can judge a book by its cover. Is that what you're saying?
According to me, yes.
According to you, you can judge a book
with the way a person dresses up.
By its cover.
Yes.
But what if it's not always what it seems?
Yeah, looks can be deceiving, as you know. But then when it comes to fashion is another thing. You can't dress other thing and portray something else.
Okay. So have you always known, in your upbringing, that this is your passion, or you discovered that passion a little later in life?
I discovered it a little later. That fashion is something that's just something that I gotta focus on.
Okay.
Yeah. When it comes to fashion.
Yeah.
Because I love clothes more than money. In other, what I'm trying to say is that there's this place where we call Dinuza. It's in Park Station.
Okay.
That's where we call it London.
Oh.
So this shirt.
Yeah.
You can get it for 20 rand.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's how cheap antique is.
Okay.
But then you must check. Whatever you see there, it's what you get. There's no stock.
Yeah, there's no stock. Yes. It is actually inclusive, or exclusive.
Yes, what
to
you see is what
whatever
you get.
You get.
So if it's not your size, you gotta go and just resize it.
Do you know what, Thabo? I'm shocked. I'm learning the other side of you.
You get it.
Because I've only known you as a photographer. No, so please tell me, your high school days. How were your high school days?
High school is the best.
Okay.
According to me, high school is where you that's your adolescent stage. Like that's where you, if it's smoking,
You
it's
explore.
drinking,
That is where
yes,
you explore more.
More.
Yeah, but then just paint this picture for me to see Thabo at a high school. Was Thabo this different guy, or Thabo was just an average guy at high school?
I was very naughty.
Hallelujah. Amen.
All the teachers, all the teachers from all grades.
Is it?
Imagine I was in grade 8, even grade 12,
Yeah.
teachers and the principal, they know I was very naughty.
That means you've been called to the principal's office
I've been chased out of
many
school
times.
so many times. My parents have been called to school so many times.
Oh my God.
So many times.
And do you still have your parents?
Yes, I still have both parents.
Oh, that's beautiful.
They're in Limpopo now.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So
Are they there in Elim?
Yes.
Okay. In fact, I mean, before we even go to your street hustling, what would you say is outstanding about Limpopo, Makatu, and Mashamba, where you come from?
In terms of like,
Anything that comes to mind.
you mean what needs to be done? Or
No. Like the strength.
Oh, the strength
Yeah.
that comes out of the place.
Yeah, I mean, what makes it outstanding?
Or what makes it outstanding? It's just the different and like the different cultures that's there. Like we have so many cultures.
But yeah, can you please mention
Like the
them?
Tongas, we have the Tongas with
Yeah.
the Shibelanis, we have
Yeah.
Vendas with also Mimwendas.
Okay.
So the things that's there that makes it so outstanding is it's just the people. The people are loving.
Yeah, I know.
Unlike
know.
here, they would welcome you like
Yes.
unlike Josie.
They will give you a royal treatment.
Yes, like people
Okay.
there, they would they would make you feel at home. Unlike here in Gauteng has no room for home. You're not home. You know, here you're not at home.
Yeah. Yeah. It's everybody for themselves.
Everybody for themselves.
Yeah.
Like that, you can get mugged here when people are just passing by.
And nobody will
Nobody
even
would
care.
even care.
Nobody will flinch.
Yo.
Yeah, that is what we can say. And for how long are you in Joburg?
It's been like 1 year, 6 months.
You
Yes.
fell in you again.
I'm still new, but
You know what? Your story is so similar to the African Dream guys.
yeah.
Slightly similar, yeah.
But then what I can say about Gauteng, there's no peace.
There's no peace.
There's no peace.
And
there's money.
Yeah, there's
but
money
then
here.
there's no peace.
There's no peace.
Like-
How do you find a foothold? Because you know when you get here, you need to find yourself a foothold so that you can hold your grounds and pursue your dream.
It's hard for you to really like, because one can come and be telling you that this is my ground. So nobody really owns the ground here. Unlike
Yeah.
where in Limpopo, you know that there there's peace. Because my dad once asked me that, my son, because he always like calls me and then be like, son, how are you doing there? Because we haven't been seeing each other in like months. Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. And how's the money there? How's business? I'm like, business is fine, but there's no peace. So he asked me this question. It is a very important question. He'd be like, so between money and peace, what would you want? Like, there's no safety.
Yeah,
Peace, I mean, like, there's no safety.
there's no safety.
He was like, okay, do you want to be safe or do you want to make money? I was like, yeah, but I can't be at home with you guys and feel safe and not make money. But still, I cannot be here making money and still not be safe, because in Gauteng you can die anytime.
Any minute, any
minute.
second.
You can just walk on the streets, qua.
So,
There you can.
in other words, are you telling me we are living in the jungle?
We're living in the jungle. Here only God, we live in by God's grace, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
all I can say.
Okay, Thabo, please take me through your journey as a what you call fashion designer. So, what prompted you to go study fashion designing, and where did you do your fashion designing as a course? And then the styling part, we're gonna
Come to
deal
it.
with it a little later.
Yeah, basically when I went to college, in Masham, what's this? Spasa, Makwarera.
Okay.
It's an area just after Twendo.
All right.
So I started with what's this? Business management. I completed the business management. I completed N6, N4, N5, N6. So I was like, okay, man, I finished this on time. Let me do something else.
Okay.
What came to mind was fashion.
Right.
Because when you're in college, you see people, they dressed up differently. Everyone is doing what they're doing. And so I was like, that's where I started trying to be different. Because by then, I was also dressing up brands like Nike.
Don't mention brands here.
Like trends. Yeah,
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
following trends. Actually.
Okay, those popular brands.
You get them.
That everybody wears.
Yeah, so I was like, no, man, to be different, what needs to be done? What can I do?
Yeah.
How can I be unique? So I'm like, okay, let me understand the background of fashion, how to pattern the pants, how to style the pants. That's when I started fashion designing. I did N4, N5, N6. So what really made me to stop designing was when I got my first baby.
Okay.
My
How old
baby
is
she's
your
2
baby
years now.
Oh, she's 2 years.
Yes, because designing it requires a lot of time.
Yeah.
It requires a lot of time. You can sit behind the machine there, busy doing, and then you find out, oh no, the material, what you were doing, it's not according. You have to start all over. So that's like slow cash. So what came to mind, like easy cash, was photography.
Oh.
That's where because I had models. I used to do fashion shows in Tondo. I had models, but I didn't know how to angle. I didn't know anything about photography. So we used to hire people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we pay them, get makeup artists. So that's where I started learning more about, because I love photos.
Okay.
Even till today, I take pictures every day.
Yeah, I know.
If I sleep without taking pictures,
You go mad.
I go mad.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
So fashion is just one thing that's just, I love doing that. So
Yes.
even if like I have to like go back to school, relearn how to design, I would do that.
Okay. Can we quickly touch on the fashion shows that you were doing? Why did you stop? Because the way I see it now, as you being a professional photographer, because that is what you're doing on a daily basis.
It's been like 8 years now.
It's been 8 years since you started
Photography, yeah.
And so why don't you continue with these fashion design, fashion shows, and also take pictures. And I know that, I mean, some of those pictures you can sell elsewhere.
With the fashion shows, what really stopped me was the sponsors. I did like 5 fashion shows out of pocket money.
Oh, you were coughing the bills.
Oh, you know how to do an event with your pocket.
Yeah.
That's losing. You're building you're building your name, yes, but
you are losing in the process.
But then the experience is there. I have experience about on how to do a successful fashion show.
Yeah.
It was successful in terms of everything, but it was not really beneficial in terms of cash.
Okay.
People were there because everything was paid.
Yeah.
The photographers, the models, they had to eat, they have to get transport back home. Everything was there except for the entrance where you're just like, well, no, you know what? Let's just allow people to come in free because
some of them can't afford.
Yes.
In fact, I mean, you can make a free show, but have means of raising revenue.
Yeah.
Like start selling food or whatever, fundraising within the very show that you, I mean,
the stores were there. That's how we managed to get other things paid through those stores.
Okay.
Yes. So the only cash that we got was through the stores.
Yeah.
That where we managed to pay the models and other people in terms of the fashion shows. But I would love to host fashion shows.
Okay. When you say we, it sounds to me like, I mean, you had a group of associates.
Yeah, I mean, like you can't do things alone.
Of course. Would you like to or maybe talk about that? So that we know maybe, I mean, who you were working with and stuff like that. And do you still have a relationship with them?
It's my guys. We were like 4. We were like 4, but now we part ways now. Everyone is doing their own
thing.
Yeah, everyone is doing. Most of them like they got like serious jobs, like salary job, because like they were seeing that hustling. Because hustling is not for everyone.
And so, are you looking to get a professional job in the future, or you just believe in street hustling and you say, "I'll do street hustling and grow until perhaps I become whatever something big"?
In terms of like serious job, photography is my serious job. Like it pays my rent, it
Yeah.
feeds my kids, everything I do in terms of camera. So what I could just want to do is grow in the industry.
Okay.
Like get a crew,
Yes.
opening a like a company.
Okay.
You get it, and
Yeah.
yeah, things like that. Where you find out we got like a film company, a company like that.
Yes.
Where we do even billboards, everything.
A film production
Company where we do like everything.
Okay.
Like if it means like we have to do like weddings, we do. If we have to do like
I have seen you run graduation ceremonies, and
yes,
I think I've seen that 3 times. Remember, I can see your status because you and I are friends now.
graduations are the ones that like they posted us, like they posted me actually.
Yeah.
I love talking about us. I don't know why.
Who is us?
I don't know why. I just love including everyone in the picture. I don't understand why. I don't like to take credit for on my own. I just like including everyone.
No, I can tell you why. You are quite correct.
Yeah.
Look at your spot there. When you started at Jewel City, you were only 2. And today I'm seeing 10 guys. Everybody is holding a camera. And that brings competition. And because now there's a lot of saturation that is happening in your territory, right? I even asked you long time and said, how come now there's so many people? It's like every day there's a new face with a camera and stuff. What would you like to say about that?
Competition is good.
Competition is good.
But it's bad.
But it's bad. How so?
It's good if you know what you're doing.
All right.
And it's bad if they don't know what they're doing in your area and then just... Because like for now...
They're messing you. In fact, they taint your name and your image.
You get it.
Okay.
Like cameras are not the same.
All right.
For example, like my camera, it's a mirrorless. You get it.
Okay.
So it's not like a DSLR.
Okay. What is a mirrorless camera? It's the first time I'm hearing that.
It's...
How would I have known it anyway?
It's just like features, it's like a phone. Like phones are not the same.
Yes.
The phones are not the same.
Understand. Yeah.
So the way it shoots,
Yeah.
like even your editing, you don't need editing.
A lot. Okay.
Because like if you set it properly, it would take you like
it will do wonders.
Okay.
Yeah?
So besides that, what I was trying to say when I say a competition is good, I mean, if you know what you're doing, yes, you could just charge nicely. Like you could just charge a client like, give me 300 rand for your good work. And then someone would come, they'd be like, give me 5 rand. For like now in Maboneng, pictures, they're no longer 20 rand.
How much are they?
Are they very cheap?
How much?
Like even 5 rand.
Oh my God.
Because of competition.
Oh, because of competition. So
Yes.
competition pulled the price down. Oh my God.
You get it.
Yeah.
So instead of a client giving you 100 rand, they can give you like 50. They'd be like, come on, usay delete amos. It's like, you get it.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
send everything
Okay.
for that money.
Just like myself. What kind of a client am I to you? Because at the same time, I am your favorite client. Like, you are my favorite photographer, but I think I am also your favorite client. What kind of a client am I?
You're a firm client.
I'm a firm client.
You're a family client.
Or
like,
family client.
Yes,
Okay.
like you're a client. You can just come and shoot, even though you don't pay. It's still from a good heart. Even though you pay, it's like like a client who comes to you and they be like, I got 20 rand. I want all of those pictures.
Oh, I get
Because
it.
there are clients like that.
Okay, I get it.
They'll be like, but what are you gonna do? You're not printing them out.
Yeah.
You send it to the phone. Just send everything.
Okay.
Or they can just tell you that someone there just sends everything. That's where the problem comes, because they can just tell you that your competition sends everything for this money.
Oh yeah, I get it. So
get it.
in fact, now let us touch on your vintage taste. There is this big move that you have just made through street hustling.
Yeah.
You bought yourself a Bentley. No, 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 I'm sorry. Oh my God. A Beetle. A VW Beetle.
My baby, that's why. Yeah. A VW Beetle, 1976 model.
Oh my God.
That one.
Oh my God.
I love.
Oh my God.
That one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one I love.
And
Everywhere
I also
you go,
know.
everywhere you go, people just smile, they give you, they wave. Like white people, they be stopping you. How much are you selling it for? Like,
Wow.
can I have it?
Wow.
Can I give you like 70K right now and just take it? I'm like, this is not for sale.
This is not for sale.
Like people have stopped me. Like people have just asked me, like, can we give you like 50K, like cash now? Can you give you like 80K? I'm like, no, bro.
No, but Thabo, I think when you have spent way more than 50,000 on that car.
Yes.
From the very moment.
It's a project.
Yeah. From the very moment you bought it, and you didn't like haste to drive it. You took it for service. You wanted it dropped. You wanted the apostrophe done and stuff like that. Please tell me about it.
It's a project. A project never ends.
Wow.
A project never ends.
Yeah.
You can spend even $1 million on a tears.
On the tears.
If you love it.
If you love it that much.
It's just from the heart. Like if you love it, you can spend even $1 million.
Wow.
There are tears worth $1 million.
Okay.
Depending on, because talking about that the Beacon, I went to Jamestown because the parts there, you have to order the parts, you have to drive so many places looking for parts. You just don't find them everywhere or anywhere.
I mean, when you go to VW, does VW cater for a Beetle that old?
No, VW only caters from golf. It's like city golfs. Even the Mark 1, the Golf 1 right now, that's a classic.
Okay.
That car can be sold for $1 million now.
Which one? Which
the city golf. Like
oh my God.
The Golf 1.
Oh
the Mark
my
1.
God.
The Mark 1.
Oh my God.
Like those cars, you park them here, you won't find it after 30 minutes. They're stealing them.
They're stealing them. Yeah. And then what about your Beetle? I mean,
they also,
your Beetle,
my Beetle, they're also in demand. As I was still telling you about Jamestown.
Yeah.
Those guys, they told me that this Beetle, it's worth 500,000.
Oh!
The paint job only, they painted their car 50,000. The metallic of that paint, just paint alone, for the Beetle, 50,000 rand.
Wow!
It had 4 brake discs, like the pickup of that car. Like the pickup of it, you can compare it with the Golf 7R.
Okay.
Like imagine a 50-year-old car, comparing it to a just not 2-year-old car. Like Golf 7, like it's just recent, like a Golf 7R, tuned.
Okay, must I ask you this question? Are you a VW fan?
I'm not really a VW fan, but when it comes to Beetle, you can even see it. That's why I know.
You melt, your heart melts.
When you're driving in that car, Mr. Dlamini, I should take you for a spin. Just one day we go to Sandton, you will see the difference. Me in that car, you in a Benz.
Yes.
Mr. Dlamini, like it's like driving a Rolls Royce.
Oh my God.
And not just any Rolls Royce, the old Rolls Royce.
And now this is what you have done, because I mean, remember, we need to also touch on the Vin Classy. Right, that name, the brand, that is what you are pushing.
Yeah.
What I have noticed on your work is that you have taken your Beetle and now you're using it as a prop.
Yes, it's working for me.
It's working for you.
Because
it makes you outstanding from the competition.
Like imagine, like I'm 29-year-old, like now I'm driving a 40-year-old car. They'll be like, dude, why didn't you just buy a Polo? I'm like, I just want to be out there. I'm unique, guys. Like Vin Classy, that's vintage and classic.
Wow.
Combined, like Vin Classy.
Vin Classy.
Yeah.
So that is your name. And please do tell our viewers what are your handles, like your TikTok handle, because I have seen your work on TikTok.
I'm pushing TikTok. Like it's Vin Classy. Vin Classy on TikTok. And on Instagram, it's Vin Classy Lifestyle. On Facebook, it's Anointed. Because I'm also an anointed guy. Like, I love God.
What do you mean anointed?
I'm an anointed. I'm a brother. Like I'm like sort of I'm a brother. I don't
Yeah.
drink, I don't smoke, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
don't do funny things.
nah,
And
I'm trying to repent from like the word and just
Yeah.
be on the good side of the Bible.
okay, that's
So I'm
great.
on it on Facebook. I'm anointed Thabo Makatu.
Okay.
Yeah, and on WhatsApp, if you wanna call me, if you wanna book me. Also, we forgot that my car is also for rentals. Like what I was.
Wow.
When I said it's a project.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a project which
Yeah.
we're gonna be doing weddings. You can hire it for weddings.
Oh God.
Music videos.
Oh God.
Like photo shoots. That's the project that's where I'm spending, because I know once I'm done,
Yeah.
that money is gonna come back.
Wow.
Yes.
Listen, I never thought, not for once, that you can buy a beetle and turn it into a business. How did that come about? I mean, it is mind blowing.
It's because it's rare.
It's rare.
Most people don't even know it exists. Like some of them, when I park, they be like, "What kind of car is this? Or what kind of gears are? What top speed?" I'm like 160. Like 160 for this. I'm like, yeah, this is where Porsche started.
Whoa.
Porsche. Yeah,
Okay.
Porsche started on a Beetle
Wow.
with the engine behind and the boot in front.
Whoa.
So you could just open the boot, you put your food inside, you put your groceries,
Yeah.
and at the engine, that's where your engine is.
Okay. Out of all the pictures that I've seen,
Yeah.
because I've seen 1,000, of your pictures, and I always comment.
Yes.
I always comment on your work. But how come I've never seen one picture with your open boot?
That's because it's not. I haven't styled it yet. I'm still getting to it.
Or you're still styling
I'm
it?
I'm still starting it.
You're still styling it.
Because once it's done,
Yeah.
you're gonna love it. You're gonna want me to sell it to you. I promise.
Listen, I love it already. I've also taken several pictures on your baby. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And it was you. I mean, how do you feel that I just pick you and single you out amongst many, and each time I need pictures around there?
To me, like, to be honest with you, like I really appreciate. Like, it really makes me special.
You are special.
Like, I can tell that I am doing something different amongst other photographers, because like my work, like as we photographers, everyone is rendering their own service. Like, we all rendering service.
Yeah.
So my service, if it communicates to a client
Yeah.
and makes a client happy,
Yes.
I'm happy.
Wow. So one final question maybe would be, do you keep database of your clients?
Yes.
Remember, we're talking about street hustling,
Yes.
and whatever you're doing, I mean, it is not in a formal setup.
Yes, I do, because like on my phone I got like close to 7,000 contacts.
Beautiful.
So I do keep
Beautiful.
contacts. Some I delete, because like
Yeah.
I can delete up to like more than 40 to 30 a day. Because as a day on a day,
You mean like contacts or
contacts
pictures?
that we
contacts,
like, because I can't keep all contacts. The phone is gonna it's gonna be too much.
It's gonna
Yeah, it's
explode.
gonna explode.
So why don't you perhaps make a cloud where you can actually store all the contacts? You might need them. Look, I did tell you I mean, the other day that you might take a picture of a random street walking guy. Boom, and maybe 5 years or 10 years down the line, the guy is the president of this country.
Yeah. As for the contacts, I try, but I first ask the client that, like, are you local? Where are you based? If they local, that's where I try to keep, because others you find or they don't even know that this thing of you walking, people just snap you exists, because it's a crime actually.
Oh my God!
You did know what we're doing is a crime, right?
I didn't know it.
It's a crime.
It's a crime, like
Yeah.
Grabbing people's
We can get sued for that.
snipers. Oh, okay.
This we are Chola 99 thing, like people getting caught on camera doing things. It's because of this, so you can get sued for that.
You can get sued.
So as for even the people, they even try to beat us up.
Oh, you also get like
Like
rude
threats. Like people people go to an extent, unless if it's just that I haven't like experienced that.
Yeah, but you have seen it happen to others.
Yes, and like clients have like
Yeah.
said rude words to me, like, dude, why? That's like, I mean,
Yeah.
and we'd be like, yo, this is what we do, but you must ask for permission. We'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. If you don't like it, I can delete it.
Yeah, right
You
in
get
front
it?
of you.
Yes. But then what we do, we take pictures of you while you're walking
Yeah.
unexpectedly,
Yeah.
and then we show you. If you like it, you pay for it.
Okay.
If you don't like it, we delete it.
Wow.
Get it?
Wow.
But then
Wow.
others, they don't understand
Okay.
that kind of job.
Yeah, so please tell me about your last born. I know that you've got an
Yes,
infant. How old is the...
I got a baby boy now. Is the one that I named Vinny. It's like he's gonna be taking care of the legacy now, and I'll make sure that the beetle goes to him.
Are you gonna keep it that long?
Yeah, I have to. Because next year I'm planning on, if it works out, I was planning on just getting another beetle, because it's a project.
Are you starting a fleet
Yes.
of beetles?
Yes.
Wow!
So I'm for. You asked me a question. Are you a VW fan?
Yeah,
When it comes to beetle, nah, I'll be one.
you'll be one.
I'll become a VW fan.
Is there any other a vintage car that melts your heart apart from Beetle?
It's a Mercedes. I'm a Mercedes guy. Basically, I was a Mercedes. I've always been a Mercedes guy. The best or nothing. The slogan of Mercedes-Benz is just, it's the best or nothing.
It resonates with you.
It tells you, like, the best or nothing. If it's not Mercedes-Benz, it's nothing.
Okay.
So the Mercedes-Benz, the old school, the old class.
Yeah.
This other one, the first ones, those old. They used to call them, my father was rich.
Yes.
So if you drove those ones, it means your father had cash. So those ones, they are the ones that, I saw one in Julie's.
Yeah.
They were selling them, they were like for like 22,000.
Yeah.
Just that I was driving and I was in a rush.
Yeah.
I wanted to go, I would love to go back there and just check them out.
And look, for this 22,000, my father was rich.
My
Oh
father
my
was
God.
rich. Oh,
Oh my God.
original.
Original.
Because if you keep them original and you take them to an auction,
Yeah.
all cars they got cash if you're taking them to the right buyers and
Yeah.
the right audience. Like if you take them to an auction, like if I take my Beetle to Cape Town
Yeah.
to an auction as it is,
Yeah.
I won't come back with less than 300K.
Wow. Let me tell you, I heard a story. In fact, you know, one of those motivational videos that are circulating? There is a video of a gentleman who says his father gave him a vintage car and said, my son, take this car, go sell it.
Yes.
And he went to a dealer. And the dealer said, no, we can give you $2,000 for this one. And then he returned to the father and said, Father, they say, no, the car is worthless, the car is old, and they can give something like $2,000. And the father said, no, go sell it elsewhere. Then he went to another place. They said 1 or 2 or 3 things and returned to the father. Then finally, or eventually, he went to a place, you know, I can't recall every detail of the story.
Yeah.
And they bought this very vintage car for $250,000. So in other words, you say to me, your value lies with who buys you,
Who buys it?
and who understands,
it.
Because I mean, we can also translate this to human beings.
It's like, it's just normal. Like where you are, your location and time, like it determines.
Yeah.
It's just like saying you selling something in Maboneng. Let's say we're talking about this shirt.
Yeah.
I can sell this shirt in small streets for like 10 rand.
Yeah.
I bring it to Maboneng, I sell it like 100 rand. I take it to Sandton, I sell it for 1,000 rand. That's the very same shirt.
Yeah. It depends on the market.
The market.
It depends on the market.
It all depends on the market.
And also who understands.
Who understands
the product.
the product.
Yeah, Vinny, thank you very much, and I thank you for your time. But in conclusion, what would you like to say maybe to someone who is aspiring to become something, or they still trying to find themselves?
Do what you love.
Just do what you love and follow your heart.
It's just that is it. Do what you love.
Do what you love.
Do what makes you happy.
And even if there are obstacles on the way,
There's always obstacle.
There will always be
There will always.
Yeah.
There will always be people talking. Like you can't make it. Like look where you are. I'm sure there's people that are criticizing the way you are right now. That Mr. Dlamini, you can't do that. Like the podcast, everyone is doing podcast.
Yeah, sure.
Of course, there's podcast everywhere.
Yeah.
People are still gonna be even 50
Of
years
course,
from
there's
now.
podcasts everywhere.
Yes.
But there can only be one
There can
Ben
only be
Stash show.
You get it.
There can only be one Ben
Yes.
Stash, which is myself. So there is room for all of us. It depends on where you come from and what you
Yes.
believe in.
Yes.
And that was Mr. Vin Classy.
Mr. Vin Classy
Thabo,
himself.
what's your surname?
Makatu.
Mr. Makatu.
Yes, sir.
And thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, follow, and comment, and share our videos as wide as you can.
Peace.